Bro, where they from? The belly of the beast. Bro, what they do? Back in the heat. Bro, what they like? Smoking them trees. Bro, how they live? Running the streets. Bro, where they from? The belly of the beast.
Welcome again, and thank you for joining us. This episode is about life after death. Why you look like that? Huh?
No, death isn't my favorite topic to
Death
talk
isn't your
about.
favorite thing. Well, we also have a good friend of mine, Jonathan, man, coming to join us to talk about life after death.
Thank you for being
You're
here,
welcome,
Jonathan.
brother. You're welcome, man. But why is death not your favorite topic?
It's just not. It's never been.
Never been?
Listen, it's not my favorite too. It's actually my worst topic. The reason why I said it is because, I feel like death is the worst thing any family can literally go through.
Yeah.
I've heard family have like cancers and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But death, you cannot make somebody feels better after they had a
After
close
death.
in
Yeah.
their family. So
No, you can't. But it's
Yeah.
like, again, it's natural. I look at it like it's a natural. I just look at it like it's a natural thing.
Yeah.
It happens. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna happen. You can't run from it.
Yeah.
I
It's
agree.
inevitable.
You just gotta embrace it. It is what. As long as you got breath in your body right now, you're gonna die one day. You know what I mean? It's harsh, but that's just how that's how God made it.
correct. I mean, for me, I feel like due to the fact that that is the only thing that's guaranteed in life, we have to find ways where our loved one, our kids, or spouse, or family, how can we leave them in a better position when that time comes? That time is coming.
Yeah. It's
No
gonna
one
come
knows
matter
when it's
what.
gonna come,
Yeah.
but it's gonna come no
Like
matter
a thief
what.
of the night is gonna come.
Correct.
Man. It's gonna come, so you have to be prepared. So the question is, a lot of people don't know is how do you prepare for it? You know what I mean? Like to where you make sure your I's are and your T's are dotted. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cross and your I's dot. So what do you do to make sure when your time comes, your loved ones don't have to suffer and don't have to run around trying to figure out how to bury you? Because it's a lot. It's a lot, man. Because a lot of people spend a lot of time avoiding death.
Correct.
A lot of people spend more time avoiding it than just taking it head on.
I think the reality that we don't know when that time actually will be here. I think a lot of people believe they have more time than they do.
Correct.
And that's like a fatal mistake, because then you're not prepared when the time comes. You haven't prepared your family, So, Jonathan, I know that you work in the life insurance industry.
Correct.
Right? So how long have you worked in that field? Like,
Let me tell you exactly what made me get into that business, because I've been in business since 2016.
Okay.
The reason why I got involved in the life insurance, industry is because I have my mentor. I asked him, hey, you know what? I want to expand ILesten capital. He said, hey, look into life insurance, because the community, the lower class, it doesn't matter if it's the Haitian, the Black, the Hispanic, the Caucasian, they have very much lack of knowledge about life insurance. So I said, you know what? I love serving people. So I got into life insurance 2 years ago.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. And how has it been so far?
So far, it's a little challenging
Okay. In what ways?
To educate the people, because it's new.
Yeah.
And when you talk to somebody about life insurance, it's like, hey, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about death,
Yeah.
even though it's the only thing that's guaranteed, but
Yeah.
they don't want to hear it. So I would say that's the most challenging part about the industry, basically.
Yeah. So I was formerly a licensed life insurance agent.
Nice.
And I remember, I think the part I disliked the most wasn't necessarily the educating part, because the education is very slim in that field. But there was no sense of urgency.
Correct.
I think, again, people think they have more time than they do. So when you're saying, hey, you can get this policy and you only have to pay in, let's say $25 a month, to them, they can spend the $25 somewhere else. It's not really necessary. They're not seeing the
value.
Right.
Correct.
And if you can't see the value in your life, I can't make you see the value in your life. I can tell you all the ways that this is very valuable to you. But if you don't see it, I can't make you
Correct.
sign the check.
Correct. There's a verse in the Bible. It's literally my favorite verse. I don't remember exactly where it's located, but this is how it goes. My people perish because of lack of knowledge. I did not know about life, that much about life insurance before I got in life insurance. But
Right.
now I have it. I know about life insurance. Listen, majority of people in my family have life insurance.
Right.
Because life insurance, you don't only benefit from it when you pass. There's life
Yeah.
insurance with living benefits.
Yes.
There's cash values.
Yes.
You understand? And there are people that literally avoid tax loopholes using life insurance.
life insurance.
And I'm going to share a very quick story with you guys as well, too.
Sure.
My mentor, Les, a Jewish guy, he said, hey, Jonathan, I don't know why every other culture is upset with us when the opportunity presented itself to everybody else.
Right.
So this is what he said. His grandparents had a meeting with 50 members of the family. He said, hey, listen, each of us going to get a $200,000 life insurance policy. 20 agrees. The other 30 say, listen, you know,
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So that 20 that moved forward with that plan, that's $4 million.
Yeah.
And he said his generation couldn't even touch that money. They had to let it compound.
Yeah.
So they let it compound for 40 years.
And
Now
now-
4 million, you let it compound. Come on.
Yeah.
So by him giving me this blueprint, I say, you know what? I want to help
My
thousands
family.
of family members do the same, same
Yeah.
very specific thing. Traveled to other places, meet with people, sit down with 10, 20 family members and have them, organize their trust, their will and everything
Right.
to, to position the next generation to break the family curse, to create legacy.
That $4 million, where was it placed? In a what?
In a trust. And also in a trust, it builds dividends.
Yeah.
So, yes.
But see, the thing is, people don't. We can give them the knowledge. You can give them the knowledge. It's what they choose to receive, right? So now you've been in this industry for about 2 years, right?
Yes.
So tell the people, what can you put life insurance on? Because I think also another misconception is it's just me. Like, yeah, it's just me. I don't need it.
Correct.
I'm okay, or I'll figure it out. I don't, they're not thinking wholly.
Correct. You can put life insurance on anything, on everything. Most people, they put on their house.
Right.
Because when they pass, they want to leave. They don't want to leave their spouse with a mortgage or or the house get repossessed. Some people put it on their business. Some people put it. You can put it on your dog.
Right.
Put life insurance on everything. So when you pass, whatever
The value.
that specific thing have pays completely.
Yeah.
So whoever you're leaving behind have no burden.
Yeah. And that's really what it is.
Yes.
There's not a burden.
Correct.
Well, what do you think?
About life insurance? I think life insurance is one of the best things around, man. Especially if you're trying to get into the business of generational wealth. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I love the stock market. That's my favorite thing. But that is a roller coaster if you're not really, great at it.
Yeah.
Or even if you are great at it, you're going to suffer losses. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
But with life insurance, it's straight cash, homie. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Straight cash based on how you position it, where you put it. There's no downtime. It's only you're not gonna be here no more. That's the downtime. But
But it's gonna happen
nobody's gonna be here.
regardless.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Correct. I mean, what I tell people is you hustle for your last name.
Yeah.
The only thing is guarantee is, we're gonna go to another place.
Right. Yes.
That's the only guarantee. So I look at it as like the most guaranteed way to create generational wealth is life insurance.
Right.
I used to think it was real estate. I used to think it was the stock market, the crypto, but all these things are very unpredictable.
Yeah.
It's like a roller coaster. It goes
Yeah,
up, it goes down.
yeah.
But how guarantee each one of us on here right now, we're not gonna see the next 100 years.
No.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like, and I know for sure, life insurance is literally the only guaranteed way to create generational wealth. Even if the family members is not, I guess IQs, however people want to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, life insurance is literally cheaper than a phone bill,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
right?
Way cheaper.
So what just paying like a small amount, less than your phone bill, you can literally not being a burden to the people that you're leaving behind, to
Yeah.
your wife, your kids, your family members. For me, like I've always been that guy. I have a lot of pride. And that's my biggest problem.
A lot of
Because
people
listen,
do.
I look at it as like, if I pass today, man, listen, I wake up from my grave to see my family do a GoFundMe. I'd be mad. Come on, Jonathan ILesten, GoFundMe. It ain't right.
Yeah.
So for me, my my pride is up there.
Yeah.
My pride is stick with my
I wanna
last
make
name.
sure I cover
Correct,
everything.
exactly. I
Yeah.
cover everything for myself, for the for my kids that come after, the
Yeah.
generation to generation. So yes.
Let me ask you, from your expertise, right? Why should life insurance be a priority? Like, because most people, you see what you just said. You said personally, you don't want to go GoFundMe, right? I feel the same way personally. I wouldn't want that. You know what I mean? It's you call it pride. I think it's just how a man should be. You
Correct.
should make sure your house is taken care of, right? So, from your, like I said again, from yours, why do you think it's important to be covered, to have life insurance? So in general.
Yes, the reason why I feel like it definitely should be a priority is because, especially for the ones that you're leaving behind, your loved ones, your family, your spouse, your kids.
Yeah.
Because at the time that you go to another place, I'm telling you, they're broken.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially.
Yeah, that's a one.
You can
more
avoid
burden.
that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Financially, you could avoid that and leave them in a good position, right? But here's the thing: how do you make sure when you do leave them financially in a good place, right? Because they're so emotionally in a bad emotional state, they're not gonna just blow the money.
So what you do is you have your in-state in place. You have your trust, power of attorney. You have your will. Because when you have life insurance, you don't just want to put somebody on there.
Right.
Why? Because listen, you might put your kids, your spouse, and all that money goes into parlay.
Yeah.
Who knows? You
Yeah.
understand?
Never
But
know.
if you have your structure in place,
Yeah.
my sister, handle all the other stuff. But for me, I just, help the clients and stuff like that, get it situated. You got to have that in place.
Yeah.
Because you control exactly what you want your money to do. If you want it to go college funding, you want it to pay the mortgage off.
Yeah.
Whatever you want it for,
You can put
put
it-
it exactly into the place exactly where you want to put it at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I definitely admire anyone that has life insurance. Make sure you have a will. You also have a trust. You have a power of attorney. And these things, listen, they don't not cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah. But it's necessary. So when that time comes, your family isn't worried about what should happen. There's no argument about what you wanted to happen. Oh, she
Correct.
wanted this, and that's not really what she wanted. So I think those things are very important. I agree.
Yes, because a lot of families broken
Yeah.
after death.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, families divided.
Yeah.
That's when you don't have a trust,
Yeah.
a will in place,
They
because
start
you're
to
not
fight.
saying what you want. It's my money. It's going to do what I want it to do.
Right.
It's not my spouse, my kids, it's none of their money. It's my money. So it's going to do exactly what I want it to do.
Yeah.
So you have a company, right? Like
Correct.
Your company. So your company mostly focus on life insurance solely, or?
For the first quarter of the year, right now we have an office in Deerfield Beach. We only do life, health insurance, Medicaid, and stuff like that.
Okay.
By the end of the year, I'm actually expanding into the commercial insurance, such as boat insurance,
Okay.
a warehouse, you name it. Renters insurance. So basically, I wanna become one of the giants into the insurance industry. Not just life, not
Right.
just health, but also yacht, building, high rise, in all these.
in everything that you're
Correct,
in
exactly. So that's definitely the overall version. But by the end of the year, I'm actually working on an auto office in Cypress Creek.
Okay.
So yes,
Okay, man. So you got your foot deep in the insurance business, huh?
man. Listen, I mean, I was born in America. I came to America with literally nothing. My mother came with 4 kids, right? So I would say everything I have now is profit.
Right.
From a little chain that I got on my neck to real estate, land, livestock, all that stuff is profit.
Right.
So I didn't just come to get a piece of the pie.
Right.
I want the whole pie.
Nothing wrong with that.
What's gonna stop you?
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, bro. You
The only thing that can stop you is you.
Yeah, you
Correct.
better get the whole pie.
And a lot of people thinks, the sky is the limit.
No, it's got
No, the sky is the limit only if you're seeking for oxygen.
Yeah.
Because after you pass that, what I'm saying, where all the rockets go, the satellite
Yeah.
goes, there's no
There's
limit.
more. Yeah.
There's no
Yes.
limit, bro. There's no limit. There's no
Now,
limit.
so what advice would you give someone that was seeking to pursue these goals?
The advice that I would give someone is they have nothing to lose. You have more to gain.
True.
The least thing that you achieve throughout the process is the money.
Right.
The most important thing that you acquire is the person you become. The person that I am
like
now, I'm
that.
telling you, I was in that in high school. I'll tell you that.
Right. Because you learn as you
Correct.
learn, you grow, and you learn more and more.
Yes.
It just fills you up, and you
Yes.
become who you're supposed to be.
Correct. And so, in the person that you become, trust me, it tickles down to your kids.
Yes.
It
Yep.
tickles down to generation after that.
Yeah.
There's no excuses. Once you become that person, once you decide to chase your dreams, to accomplish your dreams, your goals,
Yeah.
it trickles down into generation to generation. Hey, your grandfather didn't play that.
Yeah.
With your grandfather, the word can't doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Is I'm gonna learn how to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna figure it out. And no one's gonna stop me.
Yeah, that's the way to think about everything, man. That's, to me, if you come from a third world country and you land here in this country, the best thing you can do for yourself is to take full advantage. Right? Full advantage, and make sure that you teach your kids the right way to succeed, because this is opportunity at its finest.
Yeah.
Right? Because so if you can gain a piece of the pie or gain the whole pie, and you can take it back to other countries, man. That's big, bro.
Correct.
That's big and huge, bro.
Facts. So I'm happy that you said that.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to my mentor, Les Feldman, a Jewish guy, the guy that I told you about his family,
Yes.
with the life insurance and stuff like that. He said his great-grandparents was focused on getting the land, get as much land as they can. The generation after that is going to build the communities.
Right.
The generation after that is going to build the banks.
Yeah.
So it's not about you.
Yeah. You have to think ahead.
You got to think
Yeah.
ahead. The decision that you make today, how is it going to affect your kids?
Yeah. Their kids.
How is it going to affect their kids?
Yeah.
Generation to generation.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, man, because I've been trying to tell people, like even some of my partners that's still living the same lifestyle we were living when we were kids. I'm like, bro, I know life. People say, "Oh, life, you gotta enjoy it. It's meant for you to enjoy it." But really, like the last episode we was having, you really gotta find a way to buy your time back for your kids, bro. Because you don't want your children to live in the same way you living, man. In this cycle, bro. Like, okay, you're born, you get a job, yeah, you have your own place and stuff. You paying your bills, you able to go out and eat, but you don't own your time.
Correct.
To me, that's the worst thing in the world, brother.
I agree 100%. Because at the end of the day, it's your last name.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people that have live very honorable last name?
Yeah.
But they're on the street asking for money on the side of the street. Now, for you as a dad, right? Yes. You think about things like that. You say, man, I don't want my kids to go that route. So I'm going to give them more options. I'm going to give them more choice.
You're supposed to.
Just like you said, you buy more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I had to work 2 jobs because I had to.
Yeah.
Not
It's
because
that
I
that's what
wanted
you
to.
want. Yeah.
I had to do it so I can help my mother because my mother had 4 kids. I had to do
Yeah.
it. But guess what? It builds me throughout the way.
Yeah.
But it didn't have to.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go that route. I could have literally done something else where I could have literally have a clear mind
Yeah.
to really pursue what I really love.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Put
I
that
just do
time
whatever I
into your
can to
dreams.
get by.
Yeah. I mean, so are you a broker or are you an agent? I think you.
Correct. Yeah. So right now, I'm a life insurance broker right now for life and health insurance and Medicaid. By the end of the year, of course, I'm going to be a broker for the other side, which is mortgage insurance, home insurance,
All the
high-rise
important
boats,
stuff.
and all that stuff. Yes.
So I know you probably have a lot of benefits with your company, right?
Yes.
So let's say a new agent wanted to come along,
Correct.
to be under you and to learn. What do you have to offer them?
So basically, let's say someone have their license, they're 215, 214, they want to partner up with me. Me, I'm a very fair person. I don't start everybody exactly where everybody just get into business, because some people, if they come with skills,
Yeah.
you have to start them at a position where, because they can perform already. So in our company, we start you at 70%, it goes up to 140%.
Okay.
You understand? So I have the power where I can bring someone in at 90, even at 100% commission. But also I can bring someone in at 70% as well
Right.
too. So I do have a lot of power, whether, you have the capability, you have the experience, that determines exactly what commission rate that I give you as
Which
well.
is fair. Yeah.
Correct.
that's fair.
Yes. And the other benefit that we have is there's a position where, you know, the company will give you $750 every single month allowance. It can go for your car, for your house, whatever you want to pay it for.
Right.
And it goes up to 50 grand. So what I tell people
pretty
is,
good, yeah.
let's say, you know, the company give you a bonus, pays for your car, pay for your house, you know, pays for, you know, your boat, your car. So what about the money that you're making? What are you going to
Yeah.
do with it?
Yeah.
You understand? So that's when
Make
you
your
know,
money make sense.
correct.
Yeah.
So we also have, you know, something like that in place. We have much more stuff as well. We pay for, you know, for your trips, intensive trip, everything is paid for. We also give you an opportunity to also build an organization as well.
Okay.
One of my favorite quote, J. Paul Getty, the first listed billionaire, he said, "I rather get hold on, let me hear how it goes. It says, I rather get 1% of 100 people effort than get 100% of my own."
Of course.
So we give you an opportunity to build an organization. Right now, I have a team in Maryland. My biggest team is in South Florida right now. My goal is to be in all states, changing life,
Yeah.
creating generational wealth by default.
Yeah.
Meet with a family. Hey, insure 20, 30 members of the family.
Yeah.
Put the trust in place.
Yeah.
Something happens, bam, bam. Next
Everybody's
generations,
okay.
sets for life.
Yeah.
When you do it like that, that family no longer know once.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. I want to go to Harvard. I'm going to Harvard University.
Yeah. Pay for
I want to
it.
start a business.
I'm
Okay,
starting a
you get a loan from that family trust.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, changing lives, man.
Yeah.
I love what I do,
Yeah.
and
You could tell.
I love what I do, man. Listen, because I've always been a servant. I love helping people, and even with I've done other business as well, where I do a lot of things for free. If I meet someone and they don't have the funds to get a service that I offered, I will literally do it voluntarily, and it makes me so happy. I love helping people, and that's why I love this business so much, because it gives me the opportunity not to only help you, but help you from generation to generations,
Yeah.
after and after. At least you can say, hey, remember this guy, Jonathan, because he actually convinced me to set this thing up.
Yeah.
And now you're here, you're on the yacht. Now you're here, you're at University of Harvard University.
Yeah.
Now y'all here. Y'all can go on vacation, one-way trip on a vacation. Y'all have more choice. Y'all kids have more choice. Now y'all can really pursue what you love, not only what you have to pursue to get by day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with that, brother.
Yes,
I agree.
and also the previous episode, I was listening. You mentioned that some people cannot afford the life insurance, even if it was $40.
Yeah.
I promise you. Introduce me to somebody. I promise you they can pay for it.
Yeah.
It depends how important it is to you.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, when I was in high school, all my friends had talk, text, and data on their phone. I said, man, I'm just going to get talk and text
Yeah.
so I can save that extra $20, $30. I bet you. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
If someone wants it, they can make it happen.
Yeah.
Of course.
You have to. If you have to
Priority.
want it, and I can't want it for you. You have
Correct.
to want it for your family.
Correct.
And for yourself.
I've met people who sell their food stamp for
Yeah.
what? So they can go on a vacation.
Yeah.
So they can. Why can't you sell it to pay your life insurance
Yeah.
for a year?
Yeah.
You understand?
Well, we ain't telling you to sell your food.
I'm not. What I'm saying is, people find ways, find reason for what they want.
Yeah. Where
If they
there's a
want it,
will, there's a way.
there's a way.
Ooh, that's federal. We ain't telling you to do nothing. You don't want to do. We ain't telling you yourself. Don't
Go
fool
right. You know what?
yourself.
Hey.
We are in no way changed.
Let me just
I'm
rephrase
pretty
that.
sure Jonathan didn't tell you to do that either.
No.
He's just giving a wide, crazy example.
Correct.
Don't do it. It's to feed your kids, man. Go feed your kids. With your
Correct.
food.
So let me rephrase that. People always find a way to get what they want.
Yeah.
Some people literally, they do whatever they got to do. They sell whatever they have to sell,
Yeah.
to get what they want.
Yeah.
Life insurance is a priority.
And
I'm
it has
telling
to
you.
be, yeah.
Yes, it has to be. Instead of paying $80 for your phone,
Yeah.
downgrade your plan to a Metro plan. I'm telling you, I have Metro PCS. It treats me better than Verizon. You understand? So a lot of people are paying for things that
Yeah.
they're just throwing it away.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are afraid to get insurance, man, because they don't want to get set up by family members. friends, you know, because people are weary out here. You know, we
Listen.
living in a terrible time. You know what I'm saying? So let's just
True.
say a person that's in the street life, you know, they're interested in getting insurance, but also too they kind of weary. How can you help them?
So it's funny that you say that. A lot of family members really get murdered by other family members
Yeah,
because of life insurance.
course.
Now, the way to avoid that is don't make them the beneficiary.
Yeah.
That's simple. What you do is you make the trust the beneficiary. Something happens to you,
It goes
all
in
that
the
money
trust.
goes into the trust.
Yeah.
They can't touch that money.
Yeah. It's not theirs. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's one way to look at it, man. Just put the money in the trust.
Yeah.
Correct.
Can you do me a favor, bro? Can you explain the inner workings of a trust?
So basically, the trust, it protects you, man. I feel like you shouldn't only have a trust if you have life insurance. You have properties, you have any assets, you should have a trust.
Yeah.
Because when that time comes for you to get sued, I'm telling you,
They can't touch you.
the trust will save you.
Yeah.
It's just protection.
I'm gonna say this. It's gonna
protection.
sound crazy. Your mama can't save you. Your daddy can't save you. Your friends can't save you. Sorry, God. Even God can save you.
No, God can save you. God,
Man.
God can save you.
But listen, that's why God also give people knowledge to create the trust. What I mean by that is God put the trust in place so you
have to
can also
use it.
protect yourself.
Yeah.
Now you can't just literally just pray, say, hey, listen, God, I just want you to save me from these people trying to sue me. But you have to obey.
Yeah.
God says if you have assets, get a trust, protect yourself. But now if you don't listen,
Yes,
I'm
I do.
sorry, no one's gonna save you.
Yeah.
I mean, God's gonna tell you, listen, I told you to get a trust. You're aware of it. When you know better, you do better.
Yeah.
And you know better, you choose not to do better. And there's consequences.
You know what's worse? A lot of people think just by them having a will, they feel like
That's
that's
enough.
it. That's enough. I have a will. I don't need to have a trust. What do I need a trust for?
Family
'Cause
be fighting.
People don't. I think sometimes we don't take the time to properly educate ourselves.
Correct.
Because a will, if you have a house, you leave your house behind, and you pass. Your kids have to deal with the taxes, and it's gonna whatever tax you got it for is gonna be different for them, right? Because there's gonna be a new evaluation of the home. So what the home now values is the taxes they're gonna have to pay. It's not gonna be what you were paying.
Correct.
But if you have it in a will, there's nothing you can do to them. There's
Correct.
no probate. There's none of that.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So could you explain a will, please?
Yes. So when you have the will, the trust, the power of attorney in place, I feel like all these three things, they go together, just like the soul, the body, the spirit. You understand? So when you have a property, you have any sorts of assets. A good example, a home, increase in value. You look at home prices back in 1990, literally
Yeah, it's
50, 60 grand. Now a home costs 400,000, a $500,000. Now your kids have to pay capital gain on that property. You understand? Now all that could have been avoided if you literally just have the trust in place.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because a lot of people are not really aware how to protect themselves properly and the different methods to utilize, right?
Correct.
Because there's a lot of people that make the mistake of just doing the will when the trust is, to me, that's the ultimate protection. That's your ultimate protection. You could not even have the will and the power of attorney, but if you got the trust, you still secure.
Correct.
Versus if you don't have the trust, you in limbo,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So the most important is the trust, man, because that's the end all be all.
Correct. So because like Michael Jackson didn't have a will. I don't even think Nipsey Hussle had a will. When they pass,
No, he had a trust.
Had a
I think he had a
trust.
trust.
when they pass, if you don't have things in place, most of your assets, I'm telling you, people fight over it. Even the government want their piece too.
Yeah,
You
everyone
understand?
wants a piece of the pie.
So I tell people, get it as soon as possible. Even life insurance, get it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Get it ASAP. Not even as soon as possible. Get it right now, because as soon as possible is
Could
as
be
soon
later.
as correct. Could be later.
Could be too late.
Get it right now. The reason why I say that is
Too late.
because lock the rate in, because life insurance, the rate is based on your age
Age.
and your health.
Right.
You understand? Now, the reason why I say the age is crypto, right? You cannot get the same price for Bitcoin back in 2010.
Right.
It's not happening.
Same thing with life insurance.
Yeah.
Same thing for life insurance. The mortgage,
Yeah. It's not the same.
the house price, you cannot get it for the same price in the year of 2000.
Yeah.
Some people wish that they can get the same premium every single month for life insurance at 30, 40 bucks a month.
Yeah.
They let that time pass. They didn't lock the rate in. You have a kid, listen, 14 days,
Yeah.
lock them in. Trust me, they'll thank you later.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. It's vital.
So I would say get life insurance immediately.
Right.
Because you have to lock that rate in every day that pass by, weeks that pass by, months that pass
Goes
by,
up.
years that pass by. I'm telling you, that premium goes up.
Especially
And
if you're drinking and smoking, right? You drinking and smoking.
Correct.
All that affects your premium, man. All that is
Your
your
health.
payment, your health, man.
health.
Yeah. And we never know what tomorrow, holds. So
Exactly. So I mean, for me, what I tell people too is, when you have kids, get life insurance, because people treat your kids better when you leave money behind.
oh yeah.
Then you leave, some debt behind. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
People treat your kids totally different. They check on your kids. It's facts.
They go check on your kid. Hey, how you
At
doing?
that point, the child isn't a burden because you're taking care of them essentially. Even though you're not
Correct.
present physically, financially, you're still caring for them.
Correct. So for me,
So-
like what I tell people, life after that.
Yeah.
Just make sure instead of becoming a burden to your family, become a blessing.
Yeah.
The way that you become a blessing, get life insurance.
Yeah.
Because your family's already going through a lot already. They're going through financial distress, mental distress,
Emotional.
spiritual distress,
Emotional.
distress. You understand? So get life insurance, and trust me, it helps a lot. Especially in some homes, the man is the breadwinner,
Yeah.
and the man happened to get cancer. Now he's in a coma.
Yeah.
Now how's the mortgage being paid?
Yeah.
Now guess what? The wife have to go get a job. What about the kids?
Yeah.
Now the family's broken up. But if you have life insurance, you happen to get cancer, guess what? There's a payout.
Yeah. To help you.
That you can't work,
exactly.
yeah.
You get chronic, there's a payout as well.
Yeah.
So life insurance is not only when you pass. You benefit from it as well while you're alive.
While you living,
Yeah.
yeah, man. You have social media, bro?
I do. You can follow me right now at ILesten Capital.
Spell it out.
Yes,
So everybody.
ILesten, ILESTIN _capital.
That's
Awesome.
Instagram.
Yes, and you can find me. My name as well too, Jonathan ILesten.
ILesten.
And I'm sure you got my number and stuff
No,
like that.
you got. They don't know your number.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
You gotta tell them. You gotta give them the number.
Yeah.
Tell them your number.
Correct. My personal number is 561-306-8167. My business line is 561-888-1255. So I prefer you call me directly because I like to know my customers. I like to talk to them. I like to, because I really care for people, genuinely. Because
Right.
there's not a lot of genuine people in the world.
No,
Right.
there's not a lot of genuine people.
So that's
So-
good. And I think you're in the right business because
Thank
you do
you.
want to help people.
Yes.
And a lot of people do need the knowledge so they can know how to better help their families.
So if you want to help your family, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Excuse me for a second. You gotta change tomorrow today for your family. How you do that? It's simple, man. Life insurance. I've been trying to tell people, man, for a minute, man. Life insurance has changed your life, man, and not just your life, but your family's life. It's the best thing going, man. I love the stock market. That's my baby. Me and her, we're gonna always be together. But life insurance, man, you can't beat it. Because no matter what happens, we know one thing is for sure. We all leaving here, man.
Yeah.
Correct.
We all gonna leave here.
So what I want to do, I want to leave the audience with this, leave you guys with this as well. The very simple blueprint to create generational wealth, like my mentor told me. He said, have a meeting with 10, 15 members of your family. See if they'll get literally the minimum life insurance. And they keep up with that payment. If they get $200,000 life insurance policy, even if it was 50 grand, when you do the math for $200,000 life insurance policy at 20 people, that's $4 million. Even if everybody in the family works at McDonald's, I promise you, the next generation will be set for free. Even if that family works at a car wash, wherever they work at, they can literally make that minimum payment.
Yeah.
You will set the next generation for free. Don't do it for yourself.
Do it for your
Do it
last
for
name.
your kids.
Yeah, your
Do
last
it for your last name. Do it for your grandkids.
Yeah.
That's right, man. And this is our show for the day, Jonathan, man. We appreciate you
Thank
coming,
you for
brother.
coming.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. Y'all holler at the homie, man. You know, he gonna get you right, man. Okay? We love and appreciate y'all, man. Do better. If you know better, do better, man. Blessing and love, man. Peace.
Yes.